There's a big storm coming, which I don't know about you, but it makes me look forward to having some hot chocolate. And if we have to be inside tomorrow, it gives us more time to study Parshat Mishpatim. I know. Everyone's psyched, because right after last week when we read the Ten Commandments, we got Mishpatim, part of the Torah with rapid fire, law after law after law. So look, a lot of what we see in the Torah this week, there first a lot of commands about separating oneself from the surrounding society, making sure that the immoral and what the Torah sees as religiously false practices of neighboring Canaanites, you don't imitate. You can't act like them. And at the same time, it's followed up with the commands, V'gerlo toneh v'lo techatzenu kirei ma'atem be'eretz Mitzrayim. You shall not wrong a stranger or oppress them, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. Do not mistreat a widow or an orphan, etc., etc., etc. There's a sense that even though you're not supposed to be imitating people around you, you're supposed to try and go by a higher ethical level. That doesn't give you an excuse to treat them poorly. In fact, the vulnerable in society and outsiders in society are the ones you are specifically asked to ensure that you don't mistreat. This is centrally important. We're actually not supposed to act like everybody else. We're supposed to have a diverse society. And there is no excuse for stereotyping people, for being bigoted against people, for making assumptions, negative assumptions about people before you even know them. You're not supposed to do it. There's a command against it. And part of the reason is that sort of bigotry is what leads to an unjust and hateful society. We know that. We were reminded of this just a couple of weeks ago with the hostage taking in Texas, driven by conspiratorial thinking and bigoted attitudes. So look, yesterday was Holocaust Remembrance Day, the anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz by the Red Army. And where I'm standing out here, outside the shul, there are some shoots. I don't know if you can see them. There's some shoots of tulips trying to come up. Part of a project to plant daffodils, I think they were. To plant 6 million daffodils in memory of the victims of the Shoah. These are going to try and get up, and I think they're jumping the gun a bit. But it's projects like that remind us that even when the rest of society believes something, we're to hold by our ethical lights. Those, again, in this week's Parsha, don't wrong a stranger or oppress them. Just because they're different from you or from somewhere else or believe something different is no excuse. All human beings are worthy and deserving of our protection, and that is the grounding of Jewish thought from the time just after we stood at Mount Sinai until today. Shabbat Shalom.